Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Two Guys, One Gamepad. My name is Sig. We are here with non-crayon eater Roggle, and we are finally going to freaking tackle this video game discussion we've had for, I think a month now, maybe longer. I don't know, a long time. So, without further ado, Roggle, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. We're gonna cover video games finally on a video game podcast.
Yeah,
So it should be fun. So with that,
long overdue.
I know it's yeah. I know I've been stagnant on just Warzone for a long time, but I finally
Long time. You make it sound like you
forever.
played other stuff in between.
It's forever.
Oh my god.
Finally, I got a PS5, so I'm able to do other things now that my PS4 was not able to do. So able to do more games and not just have one single game on there like Warzone. So yeah, I've downloaded some other games. I got some fun ones that I've streamed. So it's kind of changed a little bit.
Like what games though?
So yeah, but I know you play a lot of Destiny, and Destiny just has an update coming out as well, I believe.
I mean, they have an update every week. They just launched
Is that right?
Season 18, Season of the Plunder, Arc 3.0. Depends on what you mean. It depends on what you mean by update.
It's a whole new update, though, right? It's like, I mean, it's still all the same game, just has multiple.
There's a new DLC coming out on February 28th of 2023, so we're still like 6 months away from that.
But, so that's just a DLC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Season
I thought
18,
it was just an update.
Well, you're using basic lingo as a problem, though.
I guess.
Call of Duty updates every week. Every game
True.
updates. So anything that has server maintenance updates. Season 18 just started 3 weeks ago now, as of this past Tuesday. So September 6th is the third week of Season 18 of Destiny 2. And it's Season of the Plunder. That's the last big update they've done. And that one's like a lot of stuff's came out just with that. And then you have Season 19, then DLC will be out. And they're introducing another Darkness subclass, as well as a whole new race of people or characters. So
Is that how they're broke down? They're broke down by races, or?
Well, you have like so.
I don't play Destiny, so I really have no idea.
Yeah, so you do have different races. You have like the Elixni, which is more your like typical alien creatures type thing. You have your Vex, which are robots. You have your Cabal, which are these, it's gonna sound stupid, giant hamsters without fur looking creatures. Just beast. And then you have the Guardians, which are a combination of, 3 or 4 different races in of himself. You have humans, you have Exo, you have can't think of the other two now. Giant blanked. But yeah, there's different races, but only certain ones can be Guardians right now. And we're getting ready to go into Lightfall, which is the second to last DLC of the Darkness saga. And in that, we're going to see a whole new race come in that basically are Guardians, but without the Ghost to do all the Guardian stuff. Because the Ghost is what gives us light, or gives us the light, which is basically heaven, hell. Think of it that way. Light is good, darkness is bad. Easy, right? Not nothing too hard. But for the longest time, Zavala, basically not the king of everyone, but he's kind of in charge. It's him, Ikora, and Cade 6, who died a couple DLCs ago, but they were all kind of in charge of the Guardians, and they don't want you touching the darkness, playing with the darkness. And then with Beyond Light 2 DLCs ago, we got a taste of the darkness with Stasis, and then Witch Queen came out, and we got more taste of the darkness, realizing our enemies, the Hive. There we go. That's the other enemy subclass. God damn.
Got it.
The Hive have now became Guardians. So now your enemies have the light. and they just really fuck you up with Witch Queen. It's amazing. So I would personally recommend. This is one of the few games in the last what it came out in 2014, so 9 years, 8 years. I have played this game every year since Destiny 1 all the way to now. So I mean, not many games keep me
No,
intrigued that much.
I know a lot of people got upset because they lost their DLCs. I don't know how long ago it was or whatever. It's just people I know that play it. They lost their DLCs at one point. They made it to where they were unusable, and so people were upset because they lost a lot of their
So okay, so
money or whatever it was.
they didn't lose them, and that's kind of where like a lot of the misconception comes around, as well as like just bad media outlets posting bullshit without properly explaining it in the headline. Um, where I think one of the headlines that triggered it came from IGN, actually stated something along the lines of uh, Bungie and Activision removing all past DLCs from, and then whatever DLC they were on will all be gone. Everything will be removed. Yes and no. So Destiny 2 originally was Activision's issue. That's the best way to put it. Activision basically partnered up with Bungie, forced Bungie to create Destiny 2 because they didn't want to build off of Destiny. They just wanted a second game. Bungie never wanted to do it. All this is on record. You can go find it on Bungie's websites and Bungie's archive footage everywhere. Never wanted a second one. Activision came on and said, hey, you need to release DLCs every so often. Their servers were being overloaded, and the only way Bungie could handle it was to sunset. So, not remove it, they just basically put it in a vault and said, we need more availability on our servers to put out new content. So, the only way we can do that is sunset old content, but don't worry, it will come back. But again, a headline, a stupid clickbait triggered it, and everybody just lost their mind because God forbid people read the whole freaking article that clearly states Activision and Bungie are sunsetting this, blah blah blah. Content will be available at a later date, and now they're bringing back stuff from the vault, which, in my opinion, I prefer. They didn't lose the DLC, they didn't lose their shit. If it's in your like your own in-game vault, not the metaphysical vault of servers, but Destiny's in-game vault, if you have a weapon in there, it's still yours. It may not let you use it. It's still yours.
Mm-hmm.
All your content is still yours. You still have it, and you still have track records of it for when um, Bungie releases more. You'll gain access to that again. So even if you don't see it, or it's not highlighted, or it's not able to be played with, you'll get it back because we've already seen that with Witch Queen and Season 18 already. Content that we lost, they now gave back. And if you have it, like, here you go, it's not going to be fully powered up. No, because it capped out umpteen months ago. So now it's base level at 1350, which is literally just the base level. You can go up to as high as 1600 right now, maybe 1650. But yeah, it's people being butthurt over
Okay.
stupid shit without fucking reading the whole damn thing is all. Just
So can you power up those weapons though? Are they just
can you what?
yeah, no, and I get it. Can you power up those weapons still as they come out of the vault,
Yeah,
or are they
yeah.
just
You have to
okay? So
use
they
the
can still be
upgrade.
powered up. They're just not pretty much useless.
Yeah, so like Risk Runner it's a submachine gun, means nothing, you don't play the game. But Risk
Oh,
Runner was one of those that got a seasonal cap um, back on Beyond Light, and at the same time, basically meaning seasonal cap was uh, the overall story level cap was say 1500. The seasonal cap would be 1450 or 1420, a lot lower than what you could actually max out your character at. Basically, just letting you know this weapon is going to be vaulted and it's not coming back for some time. They brought it back at Witch Queen, and now it has no cap at all, and its cap is 1600 because that's the overall game's cap. And like I had that weapon, and that was one of my more favorite weapons. And when it came
okay.
back, I had a mission to go do it again, and then if I completed the questline mission, I would get Risk Runner a second time, and it would be a whole different role, so different stats completely, but also be a higher tier level, so I don't have to use an upgrade engram, for example, to sacrifice or break down a higher tier level of weapon to upgrade just that one, because that's how you upgrade weapons. You either find them and loot, or you break down one to take its power level to the weapon itself that you want.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense.
Which I mean,
Saying
yeah.
out loud does
No,
not make
it
sense.
it makes sense. I'm sure everybody listening if that's into Destiny and understands it will understand it as well. So
Yeah.
no, that's I mean it's good that I guess all the DLC stuff is still accessible. Everything in your vault is still
Yeah.
accessible.
It's just
So that's good.
you just can't purchase the DLC. So like anybody who jumps into it right now can only purchase I think it's the last 5 DLCs including Witch Queen. Um, I can't think of the oldest one now for life of me. I'm drawing a freaking blank. But anyways, it only goes back so far, so you will not get the first 3 or 4 DLCs. You
Uh,
can't gain access to it. But again, if you weren't playing during that time, you're not technically missing out on anything because you weren't there. But those are some of the same people who are like, well, I'm missing out on a lot of this Vex equipment because that was DLC number 2 and I wasn't there, but now I'm missing it because I'm playing all of a sudden.
yeah,
What? That's like being pissed off that you
yeah.
didn't get any of the King Kong or Godzilla shit from Call of Duty, but you didn't play the
It
event.
wasn't
You didn't
fucking
play.
worth it anyways.
Well, that too, but that's not the point. You didn't play. You didn't participate, and now you're pissed off that you don't have something that you didn't even participate in, possibly even achieving. Like, what? It's like I failed the test, but you weren't there. You called it sick. I still failed it. I should have gotten an A.
Yeah, which I mean, I the events that they have, like war zones go on for so long. Fortnite's the ones that like a lot of kids miss out on because they're like during the day, and like I know
Or
my kids get all pissed off because like the events happen
yeah,
during the day and they can't see them or they can't participate in them. But
yeah.
that's tough shit.
But
Grow up,
that's where like
then you can worry
Fortnite
about it.
though is like that's like I will shit on Fortnite. I play Fortnite, but I will give them shit even though they have one of the better strategies for game development in general, other than these stupid freaking tweens. Oh my god, it's Goku from Fortnite. Fuck you, piece of shit. Don't you say that shit. But I mean, their strategy is amazing. You gotta give it to them. The fact that they have one, they were deemed one like the worst battle royale games when they first came out. So many issues just internally, and now they're deemed the best battle royale out there. And it's just to the point like they're always altering, always evolving, always doing something. And these events are very crucial to their overall growth because if
Mhm.
if your kid, for example, misses an event that takes place today, there may be loot or there may be a piece of gear, there may be something in there that you just cannot obtain until this event comes back around, if it comes back around at all.
Oh yeah,
So, like from a kid's perspective, yeah, they're gonna be salty over anything. I mean, for Christ's sakes, my son was upset that I gave him fettuccine alfredo for dinner, and he wanted his apple that he just finished. So there was no apple, but he wanted that apple. Like, you have kids, you know how it is. But
oh yeah, yeah. I want what I just had. It's gone. But I want another one. It's gone.
I don't have
But I
any.
want no. It's gone.
Yeah,
Like no.
but like, so I get it. I get the frustration, but at the same time, it's like it's such an excellent ploy to make you have to play. How committed do you want to be to this game? How committed are you to getting that Mandalorian armor, to get that Batman armor, to get Iron Man, whatever the
Mm,
crap is? How dedicated do you want to be? Sure, you can do the season pass, you can get some stuff, but these events are key.
yeah.
And like I again, absolutely despise Fortnite, but its freaking marketing, its strategy, everything just gets me back in every time. Where I'm like, oh, well, I'll try it. Oh, no build mode, you say? All right, let's go.
Which yeah, I mean, I don't like Fortnite either. I do play it on occasions. We played what Monday night.
Sunday night,
Me,
Monday
you,
morning,
and
September
Sunday night.
4th,
Me,
September
you.
5th. Yeah.
Yeah, me, you, and Wick, and part of your 11-hour stream that you had.
Mm, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's enjoyable. I
But
it's not a game I can sit and play
for
for
hours.
hours on end
But
unless I have people to play with and enjoyable.
that's
No build mode is all I'll play.
that's the key though. Like Wick and I talk about this all the time when we stream. especially now that we're growing out Discord, is so many of these games, Fortnite, Destiny 2, Call of Duty, I'll give it to them, Apex, a lot of these games are so much more enjoyable when you have somebody to play with, somebody you can physically
Yeah.
like talk to regularly, not these random players you hop into and tend to be sweaty as hell.
No, they're not
But
fun.
like it, I will say playing with randoms has ruined a lot of games for me. Call of Duty being one of them. Also, Call of Duty's just dev team is shit now. Thank you, Activision. But it's just one of those things like the community you play with and the people you play with makes such a drastic difference on
It does.
everything. So
Yeah, I mean, and because yeah, you'll run into toxic people. You'll run into just the idiots. Just
the grinders,
any aspect you can think about, it's on there. You'll run into it. It becomes annoying, and it gets to the point to where if you're streaming, I have to mute everybody,
yep.
and then it's just like you're hearing just me. I have no idea what they're saying because I can't trust what they're saying.
Oh yeah,
So I have to mute it. And I know we've talked about this numerous times too, but it's just one of those things. It's annoying, but
it's
it's
not.
not going to change
It's not even about streaming
unless you
though.
have a team.
It's not even about streaming though.
Well,
Like
that's
if
yeah,
I'm gaming, if I'm gaming and I wanted to actively chat, which by the way, I have not used voice chat inside of a game, with the exception of playing with you and one of your buddies. I don't use voice chat inside of a game because I hate listening to other people just wannabe trash talk. And if you've played Modern Warfare 2 back in the day, those were golden days of trash talk lobbies.
that's what I was
Nowadays,
encouraged.
yeah, nowadays it's like you can trash talk, but you could lose your account. You could be
Oh
completely banned.
yeah,
You like, and it's not saying we shouldn't have been banned back then. I'm just saying you have to
nobody would
be
have an account if it was back then. Now,
you have to be so bloody careful. And then in fact, like I don't tolerate a lot of nonsense with trash talk, but like I've had people come in and flat out just use very inappropriate racial slurs about so many people, and like that's just how they talk. And they're like, "Well, you have a problem with it? Mute it." I was like, or you can just be a decent fucking human being. If you're gonna trash
yeah,
talk, mention somebody's mom like everybody else does.
yeah.
Make a dead joke, whatever. It's fine, but grow
You
up.
talk
Like,
shit about my mom like a gentleman. That's
yeah,
what you do.
you tell me how you took her to Pound Town, but that's where we stop.
Exactly. Yeah, it doesn't get any crazier than that. I mean, that was a known thing. How many times you fucked their mom? That was one
Yeah,
of the big things.
yeah. Or your mom
And
was so fat. Like these are very old jokes, but like these are so
but it's classic.
classic. Yeah,
Yes.
but it's also to the point where like everyone knew it was a joke. The problem now though is we have, and again we've touched base on this, touch again a little bit now, is just the fact that we're in that weird era where there is no way to really tell who you're playing against or who you're playing with.
Yeah.
Not really blaming voice mods, but voice mods don't contribute or don't help with this at all. The fact that you could be playing with a minor on a video game, you'll never know, which is why honestly I mute myself or I mute everybody because I've been hit with stupid shit on Twitch or on Facebook or on YouTube for that type of crap. And it's because they all have explicit, you do not play with any minors in your game. And you can't tell that. Like, you
Yeah.
don't know who's on the other fucking end of the screen, but
Yeah, that's true.
but at the same time, like, it's just hearing these whiny, prepubescent voices try trash talk and be like, all right, Oprah, sit your ass down, let your balls drop, and let's have a conversation when you're a man. Quiet. But, like, it's so obnoxious nowadays where it's not even enjoyable. It's just, you
Yeah.
could, there's so much to lose and absolutely nothing to gain in doing voice chat anymore, with the exception of, again, you and I play, or you, Wick, and I play, or whatever, a community gets together and they use voice chat in game, cool. That makes sense. Still recommend Discord or Guilded, but cool. I get it. But
Yeah. And speaking on Twitch too, Twitch is changing again. They're taking away, not that it's a huge deal. They're taking away the
hosts.
host part of it. So I know. I mean, it's not a huge thing. It is cool at
What do
some
you mean
point,
it's not a
but
big deal? I've seen nothing but videos all day, people bitching and complaining that, oh my god, I can't host anymore. I can't
like
have a video going when I'm offline.
So what? I mean, it's not like YouTube doesn't have that, do they?
Not yet. They have
I think that.
raids, and they were talking about doing a hosting, but they wanted to do it a different way than just, oh, you're
Okay.
offline, you host type thing. It wasn't
Yeah, I
a
mean,
substitution.
I get the whole hosting thing. It's it's nice to have
Never
some
did.
content on your channel, but I think I have three people that I have auto hosted, and they're just good friends of mine. And then I'll host a couple guys every now and then during the day when I'm not on. But to be honest, I mean I could care less
Yeah.
about losing it.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't think I've ever been hosted a whole lot.
I
But raid to me is a bigger thing than hosting,
yeah.
I guess.
Well, okay. Well, one, hosts don't count towards any of your metrics. They never have.
Mm-mm.
So, using a feature that does nothing to benefit you at all, other than to possibly introduce your community to somebody else, which again, if you're not online, the chances of your community watching content on your stream that's not you is slim. Um,
Yep.
Other than that, like I never understood hosting. I will say I have probably like a dozen or more still on Twitch that my channel will host, and I still get notifications. Oh, so and so followed you. So and so followed you. I was like, I haven't fucking been live on Twitch since like January 1st of this year. So I don't know. You can follow me all you want there, dude, but I ain't
Yeah.
here. But the whole purpose of like a raid is to take your community, merge it with another one, and say, hey, go check this person out.
Yeah.
Hosting does none of that because there's no way for you to have like a snippet or something that pops up and say, hey, Roggle's community, we are hosting Six community. Stop by and say hi during his stream. I'm currently offline. Cool,
Yeah.
okay, but it doesn't do that. Like there's
Yeah. No, you have to physically look at their channel to
yeah,
see who they're hosting at that time.
yeah,
But I know
and
like the hosting will help with the recommendation small portion
yeah,
of on Twitch, but you have to be hosted so many times
yeah.
over and over and or so many in one stream to hit that recommendation page as well.
But then again, though, that's something that deters you, though.
Yeah.
Hosting was supposed to be really good. Oh, but only if you hit these three metrics consistently,
Mhm.
and then maybe it will help you out. Like,
Yeah.
I was talking. Oh damn, who was I talking to? I don't know. I was talking to somebody within the last week just about how honestly Twitch is very close to being on death's door, and I don't think they'll ever go under because Amazon owns them. But at the same time, Amazon has said several times that Twitch doesn't make them any money, so do they really need them type thing? And it's one of those things of, well, Twitch has been the giant. Unfortunately, Jeff Bezos and Amazon doesn't give a shit about Twitch, and Twitch could have been this behemoth of a system that just goes in and just destroys everybody, making it impossible for YouTube or Facebook to compete. And instead, they're just like, partners, you're going from 80 to 50%. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And we're going to do ads, do lots of ads. You get 30%
Yeah.
revenue with ads. Lots of ads. Oh, okay. No, no. Oh, yeah. You had sex on your live stream? Oh, don't worry about it. We'll ban you, but we'll unban you in a week. Oh, hot tub? Oh, no, no. We don't like nudity, but no, yeah, it's okay. Nip slips are fine. Bikinis are fine. Oh, you don't have an 18 or older on that? Ah, it's still fine.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
you said Dr. Disrespect? All right, ban.
yeah.
You
And
played
there's
with
some
Dr. Disrespect? He was in your chats?
yeah. It's a bit ridiculous.
I'm a bit ridiculous.
Oh, I mean
That's
at times.
asinine. I don't know. And like, I still don't understand how they don't have an algorithm specific to games. Like, it doesn't make sense when I can go on YouTube and if I search Destiny 2, since we've talked about that, if I search Destiny 2, its algorithm is set to three different main styles, which is the title, or sorry, four main styles: title, game, tags, and hashtags.
Yeah.
So if you just say Destiny 2, it's gonna start off with the title or the game, and then the more specific your search is, the more it dives into all those other aspects of it. So if you say Destiny 2, Witch Queen gameplay, you're now going to be finding more people who are specifically using the tags and hashtags that include the words Destiny 2, which win gameplay, because you're going to now narrow it down. Whereas Twitch, you say Destiny 2, it will bring up anything with the word Destiny in the description, the title, the game information, the channel name. Like, it's all free game. So, yes, Destiny 2 itself by Bungie would be first found, but then you're going to find World of Warcraft, StarCraft. You're going to find other shit that just has the word Destiny in it. And I don't know if those are the two games that pop up, but
Sounds similar.
yeah, it's just not as refined. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna throw this wet ball against the wall, see what sticks. So, but I will say I do wish YouTube had a feature that Twitch does. And same with Facebook had this feature, which is you search a game on Twitch, you search Destiny 2, you can see how many people are watching it, how many people are live. You don't get that with YouTube yet. Facebook, you don't really get that at all, other than 4,000 people are watching Destiny 2. But it doesn't tell you how many people are live with Destiny 2. So is it better to play that game or not? So it's just really iffy. And I think that's where Twitch kind of has the edge. It's the pure fact that you can see the viewers to streamer ratio more clearly than you can anywhere else. And of course, all the websites out there dedicated to Twitch, like Twitch Guru, where you can find out so much shit about your channel. So, but have you? By the way, this is gonna be kind of a detour, but still video game related. Have you seen the IGN top 100 video games? Have you seen that list?
No.
So I've been seeing a lot of content about this, even though it was updated December 31st of 2021. I've been seeing a lot of content around this where people are like saying, "Are you a real gamer? Let's go down the list." And a lot of these people who claim to be these heavy ass gamers are like, "I only played 20 of these games. I only played 50 of these games." Oh, but it's IGN, so who really takes them serious? I mean, fair point.
Yeah. Yeah, very
But
true.
I went through the list and I was like, I have played 89 of these games.
89?
89 of them, which means
Damn.
there's only 11 games I just have never touched or played at
I
all.
mean, I'm looking at it right now,
So,
so
I mean, you can do the count yourself, but
I mean, I mean, I'm at 90 right now, and I think I played maybe two.
really,
So there's a lot that I haven't played. I wasn't like there's
fair,
some that
fair.
like I really even like Final Fantasy. I no, I
Played
won't
it, didn't
touch
like it.
Final.
I won't
I
touch it
mean,
anymore, but I played it.
I played fun. Yes, I have played it. Don't no, thank you.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm saying. It's
mean,
like this is just have you played any of these games?
yeah.
Not
Oh
do
yeah. I
you
mean,
still?
yeah.
Because if it's still, I think I am not even on the list.
I mean, there's some I haven't even heard of too, like Spelunky. I don't know what the hell that is.
That was one of those I haven't
Like,
played. I had to some of these weird names. I had to go Google search for the cover art because I was like, oh, this is really the only way I'm gonna know
yeah,
if I played this or not because I
yeah. I
need the
mean, that's the
cover
only way
art.
I know half these games too, because like I wouldn't know what any of them. I mean, not any of them, but like a lot of them are.
Yeah.
I mean, like Left 4 Dead, I played. Diablo, I've never played. StarCraft, I played a long time ago.
You've never played.
World of Wars.
You've never played Diablo?
Nope.
Wow.
I never got into that style of game. I've seen it, but I've watched my friends play. I never got into it or cared to really play it.
Well, I mean, I'll give it to you. That's a if you're not into D&D at all, it's really
Yeah.
hard to get into. I'm not saying Diablo's exactly like D&D, but it is. You're not
Yeah, I mean,
rolling
I can
anything,
get what you're saying that,
so
and like the like fucking Minecraft's on there, really. Well, I get it.
that was number one. Did you see that? That was ranked number one.
What one?
Minecraft.
Oh, it's
No,
33 on
Breath
here.
of the Wild. Breath of the Wild. My bad. Different list. I was
Okay.
looking at. Breath of the Wild is number one, and a lot of people are losing their shit over
Portal.
it.
I'm just curious what their top 10 are. I'm gonna get into it. All
Top
right, I'm
10.
number 11. All right, number 10. Disco Elysium. Never even heard of it.
Not a great game.
Half-Life 2.
Good game.
I mean,
Undersold.
Red Dead Redemption. I never played it, but I've seen people play it, and I know the following of it. I can see exactly why it's that high.
Yeah. Grand Theft Auto.
Super
The
Mario
Western.
64. Yeah, it was. I mean, that was a big.
That was a
That
game
was
changer.
Yes, it was Mass Effect. I never played it.
Great game. Great lineage.
Super
Love it.
Metroid, was that on Super Nintendo?
I believe so.
94. Yeah. Legend of Zelda. After the original Zelda, or Legend of Zelda and then Link, I never played anything after those. Didn't care to.
Don't worry, Breath of the Wild sucks ass. Fight me, people.
Portal 2. I've seen Portal 2 and I didn't get the hype around it.
Again, it's one of those games. It's a niche community.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
really
and
what
then
it is.
okay, Super Mario World and then Legend of Zelda number 1,
Yep.
which is which one is that?
It should be Breath of the Wild, the latest one on
Yeah.
the
Oh,
Switch.
okay, so is that the Switch one
Yes.
with like the kind of darker cover,
Yeah, he's standing
I
over a
think.
mountain
Yeah,
and you see
okay.
his back. Yep.
My son has it on, so I haven't played it. He has it on Switch, but I'm gonna steal a Switch and play it, I think, just to see if it's worth it or not.
So don't listen to me, but this is just
I
my
never do.
opinion. This is
I
just my
never do.
opinion on it. If you enjoy the original Legend of Zelda games, you will not like this because it's not traditional by any ways. It's a basically the best way to put it is like a spin-off where it's same concept to a degree,
Huh?
but completely different mechanics, gameplay, story, all of it's just it doesn't really, in my
What's the
opinion,
fighting
land.
style like?
Button smashing. No.
I mean, I can.
It really is. That's the best way I can put it because
It's
it's
not
all
Final
based.
Fantasy style, is it? To
No,
where you have to
it's not turn
read
based.
boxes and
No,
then okay,
no,
I can't stand that.
it's not turn
That
based
in
or
my opinion
strategy,
is the worst games ever made.
which is
I
weird
hate
because
those.
it's like I have to agree with you, but at the same time, my favorite game of all time is turn based, and it's Legend of Dragoons, and I will still play that if I can find a proper emulator with it. I will play it. But most of the emulators I find get taken down within 24 hours of accessing it.
I think my
But that was fun.
biggest argument on this list is
It's
GoldenEye
shit.
being so low.
Yes, right. That's a top
GoldenEye
10.
64, 77 should be, I mean, if not top 10, top 20, at least at minimum,
Yeah,
top 20, top 15.
yeah.
Like
I'm not
that
willing
one
to go
was,
below top 10, but yeah,
I mean, I would, yes, I agree with you.
yeah.
But like that 77, I mean, below Minecraft by like
I think it's also
44
I
spots.
think it's also below Fortnite too, if I remember correctly. I'll have to double check.
Fortnite was right around there too. So
But
I
there's
think
like
you're right.
there's a lot
I
of
mean,
games they had
StarCraft.
that were game changers, like revolutionary, and they were either so incredibly low or they were not put on the list at all. Like I don't think Assassin's Creed, other than Black Flag, was on there, and that's ridiculous because the trilogy
Yeah.
series, the first trilogy series, Assassin's Creed 2, and Brotherhood, is still by far the best three games in this series. Black Flag was amazing because it introduced a whole different concept, but there's no way that supersedes or beats the original three, let alone Brotherhood, when you start learning to recruit and you have other assassins help you. But again, it's IGN's playlist or IGN's list,
Yeah, they've
not
got
mine.
problems.
But
Fortnite is 79 actually, so it's
oh,
two
too bad.
behind.
Ooh.
And Call of Duty 4 is
Mar-
on here,
I,
which is like Modern
I
Warfare, which I
I
don't
didn't see
agree with.
two. I don't remember seeing Modern Warfare 2. I could have overlooked it, but
It was not. Didn't see 2
so
on here, and
which is a
that's
joke because that's like the game inside
yeah.
the
But I mean,
franchise.
the Call Modern Warfare. Okay, I can see why it's on here, but not the best Call of Duty game by far.
2, 1, Ghost, Black Ops.
See, 3 is my favorite. That's one. That's my favorite of all of them.
3, I own people in Terminal.
And then like Batman Arkham City, I agree. I mean, it's a good game, not like elite by any means, but it was a fun game.
But there's so many of those like I don't want to call them no name games, but I don't know
There,
them
I
very
mean,
well.
there
But
are
yeah,
some
I'm just like
Elder Scrolls. I never played Elder Scrolls.
Skyrim.
Yeah,
Don't know.
Metal Gear Solid.
That
That's a
that
game that
that's a top 10 for me. That's that like maybe we'll do a top 100. No, we won't. We don't have enough time for that. But
we can put that on the webpage. We can do our
yeah,
own put it on the webpage.
yeah, we can do it. but I would just say, like, in no particular order, because I legitimately would have to think about it, but like, top 10 alone, we're talking like Metal Gear Solid, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2 is my preferred favorite, but ideally Ghost even. There's like three I could toss up there. But Legends Dragoon, Metal Gear Solid, Super Mario World, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Sonic, Pac-Man classics. Uh, oh man, what too?
Yeah, I mean, I see like Miss
Yeah,
Pac-Man's on here. There's no
yeah.
Sonic that
Nope,
I'm seeing.
nope,
Like
nope.
I don't know. I have an issue because there are a lot of new games here that are game changers, but there's not very many original games on there. There are some.
Yeah, it's. I don't,
There are some, sprinkled in there.
but that's the thing. They're like, Super Mario World. I'm sorry,
But
that was a game changer for side scrollers. So don't
oh yeah,
fuck with me. Like that's a top 10 easily, but
but I don't know how this Zelda game made number one. But
because it was
again, it's IGN.
I think it was the most grossing Zelda game of all time for them. It also sold the most Switches. It also sold like the most merch and all that. So I don't know how
There's
IGN does
not
their shit, but yeah,
there's not one sports game on here. There's not one Madden,
because
and Madden sells like crazy.
they're fucking boring after 6 weeks.
But they have a They do have a huge
They
following for it.
comparing to anything else, they don't.
Yeah, and yeah, I can see. I mean, there's one like, yeah, I can see, but
Because
like,
let's be real. If your team is on the cover of Madden, you'll buy it. If your team's not on the cover of it, maybe. Let's go check out GM mode. Let's go check out creative mode. All that. Oh, it's not as fun. Okay. Literally, most people do not. I would go on record saying most people do not play the same Madden game continuously throughout the year. It's a touch and go type thing.
I think they play it more now that it can be streamed as well than they do because of online play tournaments they can have and things like that. I know growing up we played them quite a bit, but because it was one of the few two-player games you could do that were more enjoyable as far as competition wise of going against
Uh,
each other. That
NF,
and wrestling.
NFL The Blitz.
That was yes. That was a great one. You got that
Nothing
caused
like
fights.
dropping an elbow after a tackle. Trying to
Oh
figure out
yeah.
the code in the beginning just to see if you get super pass, invincibility,
Well, that and it's
Raiden.
like on Sega with Basketball, where you can
Yeah,
nothing but fights
yeah.
in that game. So I mean,
What NBA The Streets? That
the
was
Streets
another
was
good one.
good.
Yeah, like those are games I would. I again, I don't play a lot of sports game, excluding wrestling, but I don't play a lot of sports game because I legitimately get bored after about 6 hours of gameplay. I'm like, oh, okay. And my reasoning is gonna sound stupid because it could be used on anything, but it's the fact that oh, I have the ball. I'm gonna pass the ball, touchdown, score, basket, whatever. Woo!
And but I mean, there's people that like that.
Oh no,
That's all they play.
I'm not bashing it. I'll bash you for Call of Duty, but I'm not bashing it. Like I get it. There's something for everybody. That's what's wonderful about video games. I'm just saying, personally, my attention span does not allow me to enjoy that game because there's not enough action. Whereas even though I can play the same freaking Lost Sector, the same dungeon, the same raid, the same quest line, whatever, in Destiny 2, there's enough going on that I'm like, oh, I gotta focus. I gotta pay attention. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Sports game, it's oh, I passed the ball. I'm hungry now. Like,
But also, look, I mean, Sim City is on there. You're just building a town there
oh, but
and running that town.
that was so fun though back in the day. Like
You just
that.
build it and destroy it with tornadoes, hurricanes, and robots.
If you played it right, they destroyed it themselves. You attempted to prevent all of it. Get it right. The Sims 3, I would
Oh,
think, was on there.
it could be.
It was either 3 or 4, but again,
There's not one Need for Speed on here.
I know that really upset me. Or or oh my god, what's the other one?
See one
Burnout.
Burnout's the only one that's on here.
Which one?
Three
Paradise? Oh, fuck.
Takedown. Summer '95.
No, Burnout was the best, or Paradise was the best. Burnout, best soundtrack too. Uh,
Yeah, there's not one like.
Tony Hawk's on there. That's a sport.
I mean, and Tony Hawk is great. Tony Hawk 2. That's I just actually just re-downloaded that and Tony Hawk 2 and 3,
Yeah,
and
it's
I've been playing that one. It's fun. Some of the games that they're remastering and re-releasing are very enjoyable.
but there are some games they should stop altogether.
True.
Altogether.
But with those games that should stop, there's a small cult following to them.
Small. Have you seen the fucking cult following behind GTA 5 and
Oh, that's
Skyrim?
different. That's not. That is completely different. The fact that they have the open world now where you can do whatever you
no.
want.
But you can't. Grand Theft Auto, sure, you can kind of do whatever you want. But the problem is, there's still a quest here, side quest here, mission over here, nothing over here. But we're gonna let you go all the way over here. And then when you get over there, you're gonna be bored because there's nothing you can do because you haven't unlocked this quest line over here yet. But here's all your quest lines to the right. Like
Oh no.
it's not even the fact that that's how they love it. I love both those games. But literally, Grand Theft Auto 5 came out in 2013. Skyrim came out in 2011. Each game has been re-released, remastered, or remade for each console, for the
Yes.
PC, for newer consoles, and they just like you can like that's a cult following right there. And the fact that people will still spend $60 every freaking time the game comes out. And they don't even have Skyrim doesn't have microtransaction like crazy either. Like it's literally just play the game. Oh,
Yes.
you spent 127 hours roaming around. You still haven't done the second part of your quest, but now you can beat that dragon up on the high top mountain. Yeah. Too bad you can't get any loot because it's all level 50 and you're still level 7 because you haven't acquired anything past the first quest.
So it's yeah, I don't know. The more I keep looking at the list, the madder I keep getting.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. That's why I stopped.
I need to stop looking at it because like I don't know.
No.
It's irritating. But speaking of irritating, I know we talked about it and we were anticipating it coming out, but the Ninja Turtles Cowabunga. It came out the 30th, 31st, whatever day it was. I got it that day. I was
31st.
extremely excited. So I was on my phone. I ordered it, downloaded it from my phone to the PlayStation like that. Came home, turned it on. You can tell me the excitement in my voice right now, right?
I was like, I know what's gonna happen already.
I am extremely disappointed with this game. Extremely disappointed. There is, and it could just be whatever. I don't know. It's the gameplay seems about the same, and there's delays in it when you're playing the original, the very first one.
Yeah.
There's delays in it. It's still frustrating as hell. I gave it. I even streamed it. I was like, okay, I'm streaming it. I did maybe a half hour, not even a half hour, and I was like, fuck this, I'm done.
Fuck this shit.
Fuck all four of you stupid turtles in this stupid fucking game. I'm done. I tried it.
Did you get your money
and
back?
I was done. I remembered it all came full slap in the face of like you knew you hated this game, dummy, but yet you spent $40 on this to get the collection of every shitty fucking Ninja Turtles game made, and you did it to yourself, and you played it, and you remember why you hated it, because it's fucking irritating.
But they just got $40 from you. I can guarantee you, if at some point they're like, oh, by the way, we're working on some like unreleased shit on this game too, and it's only
Buy that too.
Yeah, that's the thing. It'd be like $10 more. You'd be like, wait, hold on.
Yeah, sure.
There's stuff I didn't get to be frustrated at.
Yep.
Say less. Take my money. And then you're gonna play it. You're like, God damn it! Fuck this. Fuck you. Fuck all this. I hate you. I hate this.
Yeah. No.
And then it'll be next episode, and Rock will just piss off.
That's the self abuse that I put myself through.
But that's the game. So like we talked about,
it is
like Lion King, Aladdin.
Those are the next ones I'm buying too.
Yeah, those are just games you're like, I hate you all.
Yes.
Why did I torture myself with this?
So there will
Why?
be a torture stream that I will be having,
But
and it's not going to be pretty.
but that's the thing. Do you remember Battletoads?
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that got remastered like freaking PS3, late PS3, early PS4 days.
Uh-huh.
I bought the shit out of that like so quick. The moment it was pre-release and pre-order, I was like, boop, done. Say less. I was so happy. And then I saw it on my PC a few years ago. I was like, I hate you, you
I'm not
stupid
falling for
bastard.
this.
You stupid. And then like, I think it was Epic or somebody. I think maybe Steam had it free for the holidays. And I was like, download. Did a stream of it over on Twitch, and oh, I was done. I did the whole like hour or two, but there was so much just f bombs and hate words. Just like I was hateful towards this game, and I was saying everything underneath the sun to the point where like my my oldest was barely 2 years old at the time, maybe a year old even, and I'm just in my office. Her room is literally right next to mine, like 3 feet of wall separate, and I'm just over. You fucking! I said jump, you stupid bastard! Jump! Do your high kick! No! Go up! Scroll up! Scroll up! It's like I hate you.
And that's how it is. Like, a lot of people play Fall Guys and they get frustrated with that,
Yes, we do.
which I can see. I played that game and it's frustrating.
That's putting it lightly, but yes.
Come back and play the original Ninja Turtles game.
No, I'm good.
You want to burn your fucking house down by the time you're 10 minutes into this game. It's number one, my hated game of all, and I
Yeah.
wasted $40 and bought. But granted, there's other games there. There's Turtles in Time and like that. But
And you're gonna hate yourself for all those too. Don't make it sound like that's gonna
the
justify the
only
$40.
one cool thing, I guess I'll put air quotes as in cool. There's a rewind button, so if you die, you can rewind
Yeah.
and go back to correct your mistake. But at the same time, I hate it because I'm like, oh, okay, I can just do whatever I want here, rewind it, do whatever I want, try again. Oh, rewind it, but like that's not how it is. So I was forgetting about it for a little while.
I mean, I I think Lion King and Aladdin did it too. It's just one of those like never really used it because I don't say I'm a purist in that perspective, but like it wasn't a thing back then. If you
And
died,
yeah,
you just died over
yep,
and over, and that the most thing you did is you shut the Nintendo down aggressively, take the cartridge out. Maybe you didn't push the button. Maybe you did push the button to take it out. Who knows? You took that fucking thing out and you threw it somewhere because those cartridges
yeah,
were indestructible, and you're like, "Fuck this."
exactly. Yep, all you had to do
That
is
that's
you want
what
to play just
Nintendo and Nokia did to this generation, to our generations. We were taught you can throw shit and won't break, and now we're throwing out fucking PS3, PS4 controllers and
and
Xboxes.
they're exploding.
We're like that was a Nokia would survive. That was an
Oh yeah,
N64 cartridge that would survive. I was like,
that'd be stuck in your wall. It's gonna be a wall decal at this point.
oh that is from Anger Session 22 back in April.
What are the other 40
Yeah.
holes? We don't talk about those. We're getting those fixed soon, so I can put more in there. Because
Have
that,
you, have
yeah,
you heard this amazing putty by so and so? I definitely recommend it.
there's a gigantic
Feel,
bucket
feel,
over
feel
there.
right here. Yeah, no, I know it's painted, but feel. Oh yeah, you see that? I forgot to sand that down. But there's about 102 holes right there that I put over with this putty. Not sponsored, by the way, but here you go.
Why are they small rectangles? Well, that's about the size of a Nintendo cartridge. That's why.
Now you're just like,
CS.
you're like, oh, I stepped on something. Oh, fuck, it was plastic. Yep, yep. Let's peel that out of my foot. Now what's? Oh, my PS4 controller. All right.
Oh, that exploded. That okay.
I had joystick drifting. What's going on? Oh, I threw it. I threw it, or I pounded it against the palm of my hand. Now my joysticks are uncalibrated and will never go back. No, different game feel today. Just entirely.
Yeah. So if you're thinking about getting the Cowabunga collection,
Do it
just definitely do it. But you're gonna hate your life. You're gonna remember why you hated your life or that game
or
and
Rocco.
everything else. No, you're gonna agree with me
I
because it's
said
fucking irritating.
they can still hate you and agree with you. They can still hate you and agree.
You can hate me for telling you to get it,
Yeah, yeah.
but you still wasted $40.
You wasted 40.
I wasted it, but okay, I wasted it hands down.
It's fine. It's fine.
But I
We've
will
all
stream
done
it
it.
again. I will stream it more. But I will not do the other games. There's a lot of Game Boy games on there. I'm like, I won't play these at all.
Those are so weird though. Like there's so many games that come out that have been remastered um, from a handheld console to a TV console, and just to me, it doesn't play the same way. It doesn't feel the same way. It doesn't behave the same way. Um, like even for example, like take Pokemon when they went from Pokemon Yellow and they released Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Same freaking game, different controls, different dynamics, different feel of everything, but still the same. And it's like I love both games, but I get more irritated with the newer version I did in the past, and it's colored. And
Yeah,
Let's Go Pikachu was yellow, not full color spectrum. So
yeah, and that's when they re-released on Switch, right?
yeah,
Okay,
I think that's one of the first few games they released on Switch, I believe.
okay,
Don't quote me
yeah.
on that.
I think you're right. I'm not. I don't know, but I do know that after that game torture I put myself through of the I think 10 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. I don't think it was that I streamed it. I went to the other new game that I'm doing that I think I told you about is Cult of the Lamb. And
Okay,
it
so
is
okay, you didn't tell me it was a video game. You did
oh, I
not.
didn't tell you
No,
I
you
tell you
said
I didn't
you
tell you I was
said
joining a cult.
no. You said where was it? You didn't tell me it was a video game. I think you just said something like, have you heard of this?" Um,
Oh, if
God
I
damn it!
I
I'm pretty
figured
sure it
you
was just, "Have you heard of this?" Where is it? I'm gonna find it. Have you ever seen or heard of Cult of the Lamb? That was your whole statement. Was have you ever seen or heard? So my ass went, "Oh, that sounds like a legitimate like
rock band or something like
no,
that. Yeah,
not a
or,
rock band, but like a legit cult, like a real life cult, like that with like Mason, where I'm just like, no, that sounds like a serial killer cult. Yeah, yeah, I believe
didn't I say I was gonna play it? I could have swore I
I
said
don't
that.
think you did. Uh,
I could have swore I said I'm gonna play it.
let's see. I don't think you did. I think you said, "Have you ever heard of it?"
Because it was
No.
like, hey,
Now I just
join a new
lost it. I don't
cult.
remember. So it
Just
says.
like
So you
like the
said,
Adam Sandler skit.
have you ever seen or heard Cult of the Lamb? Said no, but sounds serial killer like though. You said pretty much you're so see I didn't read everything properly, but
Oh,
you
okay.
said pretty much you're a cult leader, which is a lamb, and it's pretty funny. You can get pretty detailed with your followers and everything. And again, I think that's probably why like if you read how I respond, like clearly I'm
Okay.
not reading everything properly. But you're like, don't be scared. I was like, I'm not scared. Just rather save it for a true combo because my ass is going. There's a fucking cult out here. And like, I was wanting to talk. Like that's why I was a little salty. We didn't fucking do this
Oh
podcast
no.
last week. It was like, where's this cult? I'm gonna Google Cult of the Lamb because like, I'm like, this is interesting. Why is he mentioning
No.
serial killers? We're talking about video games. Ah, now it's all clicking
No,
2 weeks later.
it's a legit game. It is it is probably one of the most entertaining games I've played in a while. It is kind of cartoonish graphic style.
Like anime
The fighting
cartoon
is
or comic book cartoon?
uh, kind of mixed between,
Okay.
but more comic book style, I guess. I'm trying to think of something to compare it to, like
Telltale games, like
kind of, yeah,
Horrorland games. Sorry, there we go. There's a better reference.
yeah, more of that. Yeah, so kind of like that. The fight style is cool. You have to collect like wood, stone, and stuff like that, so you can build your shrine and your temple and everything like that. So when you go do your when you go do your you preach your sermon to your followers, and you gain you gain kind of like follower points from it, and you have to make sure that they stay happy because if they don't, then they'll go kill themselves. And or you have, and I've just unlocked it. I've unlocked where I can do sacrifices now. And I sacrificed one person. One of the followers was pissing me off because he kept going around. He was talking shit about the cult. So I sacrificed him in front of everybody, and everybody's dancing and they're all happy and everything like that. Then I had some weird fucker come up to me and said, I can't remember what they call me, whatever. It's like, oh, our savior, I've had this fetish of wanting to eat poop. And you can, and you have to go around. You have to clean up after them. Also, there's puke and poop. You have to clean up around your camp or whatever you want to call it. And you kind of harvest it as you have it. So you have to have it to cook it for them. But then they'll do it if they ask for it. They'll go, they'll eat it, and like, oh, thank you. It's so enjoyable. Like, what the fuck? And as you're building your whole compound, we'll call it, you can build burial sites. There's a prison where it's like the old style of like the two hands in your head sticking through. And if they're in prison, the other followers come by and they'll laugh and they'll laugh and they'll make fun of them and they'll point at them and mess with them. I'm almost positive it's on PC. I'm telling you right now, if you get it, you're gonna probably invest a good amount of your time in it because it's a very simple game, but it's also very fun because you have to kind of build your compound and everything as well, and do.
Okay,
and you have other bosses you have to fight as well, and you got to see how the art is.
Yeah, so it's very much like a Don't Starve Together, indie style graphics. So it's very
okay.
I don't know if you ever played Don't Starve Together, but it's a very much indie, hand drawn like free sketch style. Nothing serious, nothing like comic book, but yeah, that'd be the best references. Don't Starve.
Yeah.
Together.
Okay.
It's a very big game, but yeah. By the way, I just typed in Cult Up and Steam brought up like 6 other Cult Up games. So Cult Up Babel.
Really?
Yeah. So now we're just gonna put a pin in that and maybe check that out later. Oh my god, no!
Check it out. It's fun. It's it is. I think I can play it. I can play it off while I'm not streaming as well. I enjoy it, but also they have an integration which on this on it for Twitch. So any new followers you get, they become part of your cult. As if they're watching you and follow you, they get integrated into the game and they can design their own character as well. So that's one cool thing that Twitch has right now for that game is that they integrated in with that game. They get to create their own character. And
I'm just saying that's very much like Jeff Bezos. Hey, we don't have a cult, but you have a cult. We'll let you design characters for that cult. But we're not a cult. We're not a cult.
No, not at all.
By the way, we're updating our Prime cost. It's gonna be $139, but we're not a cult. Not a cult. No.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, it's fun and it's weird.
It looks fun. I'm gonna have to check it out now.
Just wait, it's weird. It's not a real cult. I don't know why. As much as you wanted it to be, it's not a real one.
I don't think you understand just the gravity of this situation where I legitimately was like, okay, I'm gonna find out who this cult leader is. I don't know why it's a lamb. Who's actually worshiping a lamb? This doesn't. I'm like here's the problem though, is with all the shit going on. I was like, this is fully believable. This is fully believable. There's been a cat as a mayor. There's been a dog as a mayor. Yeah, okay. There's been cults for random shit. People drinking Kool-Aid, but not the cult. Like, I get it. And you're like, it's a lamb. Like, oh yeah, okay. Go.
So you legit thought I was talking about a cult, like lamb, like.
That's like, all right, whatever. Fucking weirdos. I guess I'll let him tell me all about this because I got questions.
I mean, yeah, no, I definitely look into cults and everything else. So following.
Look, I've done research papers and still look into it more than I'll admit on podcasts or anywhere really that can be recorded. Serial killers and like murders and all that, I will look into that shit like crazy. True crime, like crazy. Cult leaders, yes, I've done that. I've looked into all that. But this was one of those like, I haven't heard of this one. This is new. Is this somebody in the last 5 years I haven't heard of? Rogel, I got so many questions for you, man. So many questions.
No, I think we can probably do it.
What?
What the fuck?
Are you
We
sure?
can probably do an episode on that too of cults, serial killers, shit like that. That could be a pretty cool one too.
Yeah, I mean October's coming around, so yeah.
There we go.
We gotta do Halloween stuff. Crank out one every week, something like that. That's what she
Yep.
said. But just Michael Scott myself. That's fine. That I mean that's awesome. It's a video game. I like it's in my checkout right now. So I gotta buy it or wait for somebody else to buy it for me.
Yeah. It
10
is.
cents,
It's
buddy.
entertaining.
Oh my
I've
god.
definitely found myself losing a few hours and didn't even know it in this game because there are little quests you have to do
Yeah.
too to go through the levels, and they get kind of hard. But like the fight style is kind of fun. It's just you know normal fight style, not
Nothing
take
intricate.
turns, stupid shit. But I fucking hate that. But it's fun. I enjoyed it.
That's how you really feel about turn-based
I
games.
fucking hate it. It's so stupid. So it's
Don't say it's
I'll say
pointless
I
because
want to so
I
bad.
know, but you know, legitimately, it's not. Seeing as it
I
takes
know.
it, I will give it to whoever who plays turn-based games, turn-based strategy games at last. Kudos. I got patience for that. I don't got patience to understand other people's disadvantages, advantages, perks, special. No, I can here to destroy some shit.
No, you're you're a fucking weirdo if you like turnstile. No.
Again, with that said, Legend of Dragoons, favorite game of all time, turn-based, PlayStation
See?
One. Just fucking.
See?
I hate Final
Fucking
Fantasy
weirdo.
though. I hate Final Fantasy.
That's I think we're in agreement that that's probably one of the worst games ever made. I hate that game so much.
Not
All
the
of them.
worst
All
game.
36 of them.
Not the worst game, but yes, it's up there for me.
I fucking hate it.
Warzone's the worst.
You shut your mouth.
Give me. Here's your time. Here's your time to shine in front of everybody who listens to this. Give me 5 legitimate, logical, reasonable reasons why Warzone's a good game.
Why it's a good game.
Why it's
There's
a
a
great
tactical
game. Sorry.
aspect. There's a tactical aspect to it.
Explain. Because
As in you have to have
every game has a tactical aspect of it, so it's nothing
well,
new.
you
So
can be a little more tactical with it. Not like Tarkov style, but it takes tactical movements sometimes to win the game.
no, it doesn't.
It sometimes I said. Sometimes.
Rarely, rarely. I will let you say what's rarely.
Um
I'm gonna poke a hole in all 5 of these.
you're able to customize your loadout.
Mm,
What you can
you have
customize
to.
everything about it.
No, no. That's not a perk though. Are you really gonna buy a game solely because I can customize my M249? It now has a foregrip handle on it. I can make it pink. I have the gold. I have an ACOG sniper Skype on it. Like who the fuck gives a shit about that? That's not logical or reasonable. That is cosmetic bullshit.
I don't know. Can I give you 5 right now? Probably not. But the whole thing is it
Bet you
being
can't
Call of
give me a
Duty.
five
Here's
by the
why.
next time.
I probably couldn't either.
You'd be like,
I don't want to put
I got
I
you
don't put time into
two.
thinking about it.
Got you two. According to IGN, fuck you.
Fuck IGN. After what they just put out, I won't ever go back to their website again. They're banned.
Oh
Fuck
my god.
IGN. You hear me, IGN? Fuck you.
Oh my god. And the funniest thing is like it's like speaking back of IGN is the fact that anytime I used to get because I used to get really heated with people when they want to talk about certain games, and they'd be like, "Well, IGN," and I'd be like, "I'm sorry, what?
Stop it.
Oh, IGN? Oh, you mean the people who legitimately get paid to play a game, and you don't think that review has to be positive or glowing in any aspect? Hmm. Wonder why. Okay.
That's why it
So,
stands for idiots going nowhere.
so speaking of people being pissed off about games. So you follow me on TikTok, but you don't communicate with me on TikTok. Basically, you're just there. But anyways,
So sorry, my bad. I'm not a good follower.
you're not. You're
Make
a
your
shitty
cult
one.
make your cult better.
Yeah, for real. I'll let you design your own clothing and everything. But anyways, so I posted. There somebody I stitched somebody that they said, "What's one game that needs to just die? That's past its prime." And in true Sig fashion, I said Call of Duty.
Oh my gosh. There's
But
no way.
here's the reason why though, and I think you can agree with me on this to a level. Whether or not you want to formally admit that, I think you'll know deep down I'm right. Here's the reason why. Call of Duty has literally been a cosmetic overlay since Black Ops 2. They tweaked minor little things, but they never truly evolved the game itself. It's always futuristic or World War based. Never anything else. It's always World War II, World War One, or some futuristic bullshit with jetpacks that just piss everybody off and nobody wants it and has raw wall running. Not the point though. The reason why I say it's past its prime, it's been cosmetic overlay. Same fucking game, same fucking thing every year, no matter what. No matter what. It's a joke of a game, and they have gotten lazy because they have no true competition. And there is no true competition. Halo was the competition, and Halo just went poof, we're done. Halo needs to die too with Infinite. But anyways, Call of Duty has become stagnant, has not evolved, has not grown. It has attempted, and its biggest failure was its possible biggest success in life, which would have been Warzone had they done it properly. The only decent thing about Call of Duty is zombies now because it actually is the only aspect that gets full overhaul every time they release it.
Those
Call of,
games,
Call of Duty as a
I
whole
hate
is
zombies now.
stagnant. It's stagnant. The game itself is stagnant. Warzone's fucking joke now. That had so much potential to be such an amazing battle royale game and put Fortnite in the ground, and they fucked up with so much stupid bullshit. And let's not mention the fact that the big thing in Modern Warfare 2 coming out is the pedometer, so where people can know if you're camping or not. I mention this because I made two. Okay, I made a few videos about this, but I made two base videos, just poking a hole in all this. And to have the people who came out in that first one is like, Call of Duty is not past its prime. Assassin's Creed's been past its prime forever. Halo's been past its prime forever. Those two games should have never been remade after the first game. Both those games revolutionized the entire industry. Call of Duty revolutionized the industry when it first came out. And then when its competition came out, Halo changed the entire industry, especially for PvP. That was the first true time we got to see such a massive overhaul. Not to mention Red versus Blue, the show. I can't go there. And you have Assassin's Creed that just changed the industry as well in its perspective of style gameplay. So I had somebody tell me like those two games have to die. They should never been made. And then when I called them out, I brought nothing but facts, just receipts of facts, proving my point. Their response to that video, me calling them out, was, "Oh well, I've never played Halo. I've never played Assassin's Creed. This is just what I know from reading articles from like IGN." Like, so of course,
Now I've
me being my petty ass self had to make a third video for that one. Yes. Um, so maybe you should get educated before you come at me with this bullshit. Go Google it, go play the game, get your own perspective rather than that of a multi-million-dollar payoff company. Fuck off.
I don't know. It's definitely. I don't know. I still find enjoyment in Warzone. I can't find it. I can't find enjoyment in Apex.
You haven't played with people.
Or I have played. I have played with
Sorry.
people.
You haven't
It's
played
still.
with fun people.
It's, it's still too futuristic for me. That's one thing I do not like about Apex. Now I will play Apex, but I won't. It's not my. It won't be my go to game. Fortnite is too cartoonish in a matter of the way that everything is. I
I
I
can't knock you
enjoy.
for any of that because those are again valid reasons, and I don't
Yeah,
hard play any of those games either.
and that's one thing that I do like about Warzone is it's not futuristic in the manner of jetpacks,
Yet,
wall running.
yet,
Yeah, there's no grappling hooks,
yet.
stuff
Just
like
wait.
that. Their vehicles are realistic in the manner of cars, motorcycles, ATVs,
But
helicopters.
but here's the thing though, and this is my biggest issue, and it tends to get I get the same comment all the time. It's not supposed to be. Listen, if you're gonna play or make a warfare based game like Call of Duty or Battlefield, I want the weapons to have realistic damage ratio.
Oh God, no! I'm not. No, hell no,
Nope, nope, we're going to this. We're going to
no.
this. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about like super realistic, but I'm talking about the fact that I cannot take a fucking 12 gauge pump shotgun and shoot you across a 300-meter area and snipe you out of a fucking building, or shoot you across a 10,000-meter map and you all of a sudden die by a hand of a shotgun. The only weapons that should be able to fire a projectile around like that should be that of a sniper style weapon. Not an assault rifle, not a submachine gun, not a
Uh-huh.
pistol, not a machine gun, and fucking for sure, not a knife or a shotgun.
No, and I agree with you, but you have to go back to like the knife. That is one thing, knife or grenade, that was used in multiplayer. Hands down, you were the asshole. Very start of it, you're chucking at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Like, oh, watch this, guys. I'm gonna get a kill. 9 times out of 10, you didn't. The one time you did, you guys went crazy.
Oh yeah, because you got the whole party kill somehow.
Well,
If it
yeah.
was a grenade, you
So
cooked it.
that's just one of those things that like it's a throwback to multiplayer style. But like I'm in agreement with like a shotgun across the map. No. Okay, sniper rifles, yes. Some AR style,
within proper range. Again,
yes.
not a fucking, for basic terminology, an assault rifle should not be able to fire a straight line for 5 miles or 2 miles even. It should start
No.
having its drop
But
real quick and not, huh, I got you up in the bell tower shooting up.
yeah, I mean, there's that. There's also, I mean, there's other guys that say this shit too, and it drives me nuts. I'm like, it's a fucking video game.
And I
You have
get,
to understand that.
I
And
do,
it
I
drives me
do.
nuts when they're like, "Oh, I want the M4A1 doesn't shoot like this." I'm like, "It's a fucking video game." And also, I think we said last podcast or one before, you
One
also
of them.
cannot run with 11 plates on your body, a full battle rattle of
But that's
full ammo for AR and
the other part
SMG.
though. That the other part that like it gets me, and it has nothing to do with me being military or me having background or knowledge of this. It just gets me that it's one of the few games that you can load your fucking character up to 200 pounds heavier than you, 200 kilograms, whatever, heavier than you, and your guy's just like fucking Usain Bolt, just running. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna slide. I'm gonna have this big ass heavy machine gun. I'm gonna slide. I'm gonna be able to point down at my same toes. Like the movement drives me up the wall. The stamina drives me. Like it's just the overall gameplay is. I get it's a video game. I understand fact from fiction, reality from not in reality. I get it. But my problem with those type of games is they lean so heavily, and that was Call of Duty's backbone for the longest time. They still lean on it. Was this is a realistic style, realistic like warfare game. That's where they made their bread and butter with all the World War Ones, World War Two games, and they still make reference to it. This is very good. Let's bring in these military pro players. Let's bring in these military players and have them. No, all you're doing is saying, look, it's just like being in the military, isn't it? And these dumbasses who get paid off will be like, yeah, yeah, that's how I used to hold my 249. No, you didn't. Shut your fucking ass up. You did not strap a 249 to the back of your back while holding a freaking Uzi sprinting down the sidewalk, let alone slide. Your ass would be ass backwards. Shut up.
I'm not gonna lie, we had some big ass dudes that could strap a 240 on their back and carry 249s and still dead sprint. But those are the few and far between of the granimals that the military produced. Now, my tiny ass, no. I mean, I can ruck all day and carry a shit ton of weight, but no, you give me a 240 on my back and a 249, I'll tell you to fuck off as I'm on the ground crying. Like, no, no, thank you. I'm not fucking running with this. I've
Falling,
got
I
all this
can't get
equipment on.
up.
No
Where's my
fucking way.
lifeline? Where's my lifeline?
Yeah,
Falling, I can't get up.
yeah. Pick me up. Pick me up.
But like,
Stick
but
me. Get
again,
me up.
I get it's a game, but there's something enjoyable about just a very, very minor underlying side effect like that of, oh, I'm carrying X amount of weight, my guy's gonna be run a little bit slower, or I'm camping my playstyle, and I have a sniper, I'm behind some brush. Your threat detector would not pick up on me in my ghillie suit. It's not gonna work. You're gonna see breath at most. You're not gonna see my whole fucking body radius from 10 miles away. No. Like, the logic on it blows my mind. And again, it's purely because of how strong they want to correlate military real life to their military wannabe bullshit game. And that's where it drives me up the wall is how strong. And streaming doesn't make this any easier. Professional gaming doesn't make this any easier when they're now bringing in these professional gamers, some of which are actively serving in the army or the Air Force or the Marines or whatever. I'm like, you are fucking stupid. Look, I already thought very poorly of the Army's intelligence, and you're just proving my point.
Yeah.
You're one little crayon marker away from being a crayon eater yourself. Like, shut the fuck. Like, oh, and it drives. But again, that's why I can't play those type of games. It's because I know what Activision wants to do and what they're trying to do,
Yeah.
but what they're producing is nothing like it. And that's why I was a big fan of Battlefield with the bullet theory put in place where, your bullet starts to drop. Or my favorite aspect, if I throw a grenade into the building takes damage, maybe falls. I would love it if Call of Duty actually did that. Would love it. It wouldn't be enjoyable for people who go around noob tubing everyone. Oh,
That's
you're
wow.
up there?
That's a callback to the old days again of the noob
I
tubing,
know.
which
Still goes
it's
on.
just
It's fun.
one of those things. But there's still I call it nostalgia if you want for Warzone in the manner that it is of multiplayer.
There's nothing
But
nostalgic about Warzone. It's a new
uh,
game.
if you take the multiplayer aspect of it, granted it's not the small maps, but just the way that it's, I don't know.
But this is also why I said the game needs to die. And honestly, they need
I
to
think
die.
they need to evolve, not die.
Well, no. Hear me out. They need to die. Get rid of the Call of Duty franchise name. Stop having that be your headliner. Stop it. It could be Warzone Call of Duty. Like sublettering Call of Duty, where it's tiny, it's Call of Duty, but it's not the main reason. Like, they need a new franchise, basically, is what I'm saying. It's still underneath the Call of Duty umbrella, but they needed a new identity to get away from this because Warzone literally I had such high hopes for that game. They promised everything over the moon and the sun, and it was promising beyond belief. And it was looking good for the first about 12 weeks. And then once that 13th week came out, and you start seeing these cheesy ass events that really didn't produce anything, or
No.
if you wanted something, you had to pay to win. And it's just like, this is stupid. Like, this is so bullshit. They had such a great opportunity. And in true Activision fashion, they're like, EA did what? Watch this. Hold my beer. Like, it's like they're competing with EA to be the shittiest fucking company. And what's worse is the fact that you have Blizzard over there knocking out games with, Overwatch 2, World of Warcraft, Diablo. We won't talk about Immortals yet, but those games are all bangers, and you're like, that's amazing. These games are truly evolving. World of Warcraft, first of its kind, to successfully do what they've done and still be this successful so many years later.
Yeah.
And now you're just like, oh, Activision. No. Go away. It's like, and that's what dragged Bungie down with Destiny was Activision.
Yeah.
Activision got their hands on everything and said, nope, we want it to follow A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You're going to do it in this exact order how we want it. And Bungie was very proud when they got to announce we are no longer associated with Activision. You'll have one DLC that Activision helped us with after that. Beyond Light, or yeah, Shadowkeep will be all us. You're going to see what we truly want to do. And since then, Bungie has fucking excelled at everything they've done. Everything. Warzone, they can't stay afloat without having a gimmick. And that's unfortunate. They cancel the whole fucking series, start over from scratch.
Something will happen.
Oh, in 20 years when they go fucking under, or they buy that one studio that's like, no, 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 no. breached your contract, so we own you now. Good luck.
You're now my bitch.
So, uh, yeah, just my just my opinion. Could be completely wrong. Probably am, but I just. But it's why I shit upon Call of Duty so heavily. It's not enjoyable for me anymore, and I can poke flaws on it from a cosmetic side, from a programming side, from a developer side, from the graphic side. Even just there's so many things wrong with it, and not even talking about the fact that it's a 100 gigabyte game that constantly has multi gigabyte updates weekly. Oh, and then I had to download shaders after I download the game. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying nostalgic purposes need to come back, but it was so much better being able to pop a CD in and know everything you needed was there. Even
Not
even with the
anymore.
even with the PS4 era. Keep in mind that's not too far away. When PS4 came out, you still had disc. That was still the primary source of getting your content. People didn't want to do online too much with purchases because they were afraid if they purchased a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One and they bought a game online, if they bought a new console, they couldn't use it. And for some cases, that was true. Xbox was very clear of you can't just sign into your console on another console. Like,
Yeah.
no, because that was how theft happened a lot. But even then, Advanced Warfare, that shit the whole of a game. You loaded the game in, you got a small 20 gigabyte update, you play the game. You may get a software update every 6 months or every 4 months, whatever it was, and it was minor,
Yeah.
half a
I do
gig.
remember that.
And now it's like here's a 100 gigabyte game called Warzone. Oh, by the way, you're also going to download additional like 5 to 10 of just the underlying crap for Vanguard, for Call of Duty game, whatever's out, Black Ops, whatever bullshit, Zombies, and Warzone. You won't need it because you didn't purchase them, but you're going to have the data encryption on your hard drive. So, tough shit. Oh, now we need shaders too. So, there's another like 5-10 gigabytes that you didn't need, but we want you to have in order to play the game properly. Like, can't convince me otherwise, unfortunately. You can try. Okay, I'll give you till next podcast to come up with 5 legitimate, reasonable excuses.
You know I won't have them.
I'll even let
I
you go
didn't
to
have my list
IGN.
last time.
I'll even let you go to IGN.
Yeah, right. Like, yeah, that's a reliable source that I'll go to. IGN says you're wrong.
My,
That's all it
my
says.
mama, my mama said she fucked you up. Just no. I don't know. Again, I'm not trying to purposely shit on them. I have such a big issue with certain games, and they're just unfortunately on the top list. I could go over Apex and Fortnite too, but again, as much as you can shit on Fortnite, they stay relevant all the time. If they dip out of relevancy, they quickly go, "Oh, what's big going on right now? Oh, Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball's getting ready to release a new series and movie. Let's get Goku, Vegeta, Bulma. No, Bulma's a big character, right? Side character. Oh, she. Oh, okay. Let's get her in. Like, stay relevant. They brought Halo, Master Chief in. They brought God of War and Kratos. They brought in so many people, and they stay relevant, and it's enough for people to come back always and go, well, I kind of played this. I want Darth Vader. Season pass? Okay, let's do a season pass. Oh, I want Mandalorian. I do want Baby Yoda's backpack. Like, there's always something to draw you back in. And it always works out. Not so much with Call of Duty or Apex. Look at Godzilla versus King Kong. Enough said there.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it. It was not good
The only good thing I loved
at all.
about Warzone was their Halloween. Was it last year or 2 years ago? Was it first year or last? Anyway, their zombie Halloween for Warzone. That was fun.
That was 2 years ago. That was their first Halloween one.
Yeah.
That was great.
Fun. That was
And they brought that back last month, 2 months ago,
yeah.
for a short time.
But that's the thing.
And
wrong time, wrong place. Why would you bring it back during summer? It goes with October.
yeah, so I'm curious to see what they do this year because last year's wasn't as and it sucked. It was you
It
turn into a ghost, and it's not.
it wasn't amazing. It wasn't good, but it was decent.
No, it
It
sucked. I
it's
hated
better.
it.
It's fucking better than Godzilla versus King Kong.
Maybe,
It's okay. You don't have to admit it. I know it's true. You know it's true.
maybe.
Your facial expression says it's true.
I don't know. I'm thinking
I'm right. So whatever, you can think all you want.
if those two fuckers would have just fought, it'd have been way better. And you're trying to avoid them fighting the entire time as you're fighting everybody else. If they would have just
They
came
they
in
could
the
have made it
same
where
area,
they literally could have made it where even if it was a time limit, everybody fights each other. These two fight each other, but then every 5 to 7.5 minutes, everybody has to collectively work together to bring down one of their HPs to eliminate them.
yeah,
Something because even then it would have been like, oh, hold on, we now have to work together. You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you guys can destroy Kong or Godzilla, maybe we'll get you something special. Maybe you'll have a special armor or special skin, whatever. That would be enough incentive for so many people to be like, "Oh, I want that. I like
yeah.
Godzilla." But instead, it's a let's get this game. Let's get Godzilla, King Kong. We don't interact with them. Oh, we push a button. Oh, they just brief fire. Oh, they just say out
Yeah,
there.
that's it.
Okay, okay, cool.
That one throws a damn boulder. So yeah, cool. That's fun. Not at all.
But like that's what I'm talking about though. It's the fact that it has not truly evolved, and when it tried to with Warzone, it fucked it up royally. Pun intended,
It will,
since
I
the
think.
battle royale.
It will. But again, that's why I've found other games. That's why I've found the
It's
torturous Ninja Turtle game
it's okay. I
that I hate my
harassed
life
you. I
for.
bullied you. It's fine.
It's okay. Yeah, I'm used to it.
He's
I'll go
Army
cry later.
while he's playing the Ninja Turtle game.
Nope. I'll
Sick,
play the
sick
Cult of the
Fed.
Lamb.
I'm gonna have to go.
I'll
I'm
port
gonna
the.
unfollow you on Twitch just to refollow you. Make it something in the game.
This. No, I can torture you on there.
Shit everywhere. But like, enough of Call of Duty though, because I could go like three full
Oh
fucking
yeah.
episodes of
Oh,
Call of Duty.
I know you can. We talk about it every fucking episode.
That's not true.
Do we miss one?
Yes, we did.
We didn't talk about last episode, did we?
No, I told you after the episode. I was like, oh, guess what I did? I didn't
Right.
mention Call of Duty.
You, out of all 13 episodes, you missed one.
Yeah, not great track record. I'm sorry, guys.
No.
I know. I'm pretty reliable for Call of Duty reference. I fucked up last time. That's why we missed it. I was atoning for my sins of not mentioning Call of Duty. But no, like, I don't know. It's just so interesting to because you saw it on Sunday when I did that stream with so many different games, and then seeing how many people have such a hard. What's the most polite-ish way to say this? Have
Yeah,
a
you're gonna be
hard,
polite.
kind of, such a hard on for certain genres or certain games inside of a series. Call of Duty being probably the most predominant one, where it's a die-hard. Fortnite has a very predominant one, but one of them that you said, or it's me, not you, mentioned Diablo Immortals. Have you heard of that?
Yes.
Okay, so have you heard all about it?
No.
Okay, so you haven't heard the backstories or any shit like that?
No.
Okay, so again, Call of Duty got knocked hard for microtransactions. So does Apex, Fortnite, everything gets knocked. You want to talk about microtransactions? Look at Diablo Immortal. The way you could pay to win, basically, but it wasn't pay to win. They didn't categorize it that way. But somebody spent thousands and thousands of dollars to acquire a certain piece of equipment inside the game. Because if you were to play it, it was taking thousands of hours to get that equipment, and somebody went into massive debt over this game. And it's not a great game. Like, it's not. It's a mobile-based game primarily. So, mobile's not great. But you want to talk about a shit show? That's right up there with COD. But you should be able to find it if you just Google Diablo Immortals.
No, yeah, I'm looking at it now. It's just, I mean, it's a completely different style.
Oh yeah,
It's
it's
yeah. I mean,
overhead.
I see what you're saying, but like I know I've had friends that have wasted their life on games like this, World of Warcraft, and
War-
because
Warcraft
I
is
mean,
the best though.
like they will legitimately shut off everything and live their life in this game, World of Warcraft, StarCraft.
Have you ever heard about Henry Cavill's missing his Superman audition because he was playing a raid or dungeon inside World of Warcraft and
Yes.
he just went boop, ignored them.
Yep. Yes, I did hear that. He is a huge fucking
Oh,
nerd.
he is. He's amazing. He'll
What's his
be in the
other?
MCU, by the way.
Uh, Warhammer
Yeah,
is the other thing he's big into.
that's funny to hear him describe it on like Graham Elliott show, where
Yeah, he's
he's like I paint little figurines and I go to war with them. And Tom Holland's
he's
like,
a.
oh, can I come over and do that? Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
can we be friends? Yeah, he's who the hell was it? I did see something teased. Is he for sure gonna be?
He is listed in a MCU project. No role, but people are thinking possibly Doctor Doom.
I saw something else similar to Superman. It almost looked like a Black Adam character as well. Damn it, who was it? What was it?
The Rock is Black Adam.
No, I know it's an MCU character that is similar to Superman, but it has kind of the
Oh,
black and yellow look of
he's been
the
talked about
fuck was
Captain
it?
as Captain Britain, Doctor Doom. We're getting off video game subjects here. Um,
Eh, it'll come back.
I can't think. I don't think I saw anything black and yellow though.
I thought I did.
But
Again, but like Facebook lies. If you didn't know,
what?
I didn't know if you knew that or not.
No.
But again, who fucking knows?
What?
I don't
You
know.
telling me
It's
mass media production lies? Okay, we're not going down that road. Okay, I just realized where we're going. We're not going down that road. I promise we're not going down that road. But
Yeah, I can. I did see the Captain Britain like that too. I mean, if he's a good Superman, I did
we will
enjoy him as
talk more about
Superman.
that in the comic one. We'll do that one.
But yeah, I don't know.
But like, I only mention him for World of Warcraft because
Yeah,
when you think of World of Warcraft, most people will be like, "Oh, it's a video game." No, people. I know someone very close to me. Some might even say he's my brother. Have dated people that they have met in World of Warcraft. People have gotten married in World of Warcraft and also got divorced in World of Warcraft. But at the same time, it's also an amazing community because when people have passed away who have been so influential inside World of Warcraft, that Blizzard has done amazing things for them, has enshrined them inside the game. And if they didn't play World of Warcraft too much or they dabbled in it, let's take Robin Williams. He's forever immortalized inside of World of Warcraft as a character, as an NPC.
is he
Same,
really?
yep. Same with Stan Lee. Same with Stephen Hawkins. I think Neil deGrasse Tyson, even though he's not dead, I think he's in there. I could be wrong. But there's so many people who have passed away who have now been enshrined, and they do it in the funniest ways. Where you're not gonna find a character called Robin Williams. You'll find
He's a
basically
genie,
something like
right?
that. Yeah, something like
That's what
that.
it looks like, kind of.
He's not a genie. He's a specific class, but yes. But that's the thing. Like they're all enshrined in different ways. It's hilarious. So,
Really?
but again, they can do that shit. They can stay stagnant, and people will play that game. You know what? Who can't do that? Call of
Couldn't resist it.
Duty. No, I couldn't.
But like that is one game that I that you will find people will never leave that game.
Oh yeah.
That's one game that people
We
again, like we said, have lost jobs,
Yep.
relationships, maybe relationships. It's
We've had people in the military
almost it's
get
a
Article
lifestyle.
15 over it.
I don't doubt it.
No,
I
I
mean,
know this
it's
because I've had people in my squad, or I've had one specific person in my squadron who literally fucked up and didn't realize they had to go to work and nobody could get a hold of them. They turned their cell phone off, they locked their room, and they were just full on. We're talking about giant Razor headphones, sound deafening. They didn't hear anything. People were pounding on their door. And at that point, literally after 24 hours, they went MIA and they got found at Chow Hall the next day or whatever and got arrested and detained and kicked. So yeah, it's like that. You talk about cult following a cult style game. That is it right there.
that is it to a T right there
Oh,
with that one. Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
And you can join cults in that game too.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it at all.
I mean, they call themselves
That
clans, but tomato, tomato.
yeah.
But like,
No, they just had that is one game that yeah, I can definitely see is legit a cult following.
but that's also one of those games like I've played it since day one. I have not played the latest DLC. I'll probably buy this new one that they get to you get to play as dragons just because I like dragons. No real reason, but that's definitely one of those games like you can play by yourself and you're like, it's okay. But to get the true grasp of its entirety, you have to play with friends. It's not one friend, it's not two friends, it's not three or four. We're talking about you play with basically a family size of friends, 10 plus people, 20
Yeah.
plus people, and you have to be organized. And if you don't play with them, you meet people. And again, you develop very, very weird relationships, to put it lightly. And my brother, my youngest brother, I only have one, but my youngest brother has actually met somebody on World of Warcraft. Not only met them, started dating, got engaged. She was a psycho bitch, but but like it happens.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but it's also one of those games of you can make legitimate money off of it too. You don't want to play.
Yes.
You don't want to grind your character to level 55 or 80 or 120, wherever the cap is. Don't worry, go pay somebody else. They'll grind
Yeah.
you. Oh, you want your herbalist skill, your tanning skill, your mining skill, your whatever you want that to be maxed out. Pay somebody. Like that's a legit. I don't know how profitable it is now, but that is a legitimate, profitable as fuck group to do.
Yes.
So it's one of its kind. It's amazing, but also like fuck you, because you don't know who has a real account anymore, who's a wannabe account.
Yeah.
Like my account, I grinded that fucking bitch all the way up, and then they reduced the cap, and now I'm back down to the minimum, even though I spent decade getting up to 120. Whatever, fuck you. Cool. Not salty.
I don't know.
Just a bit salty. I'm really fucking salty actually, but that's one of those things like, and I don't think that was on. That doesn't make a lot of top 10 or top 50 lists. Is World of Warcraft because it's been around for so long, people just kind of pass it off. But yeah, how? Oh, I did see this list. And I'm sorry, it's IGN. I know we don't fucking like IGN, but they released a top 10 survivalist game, and that's where Minecraft was number one. It beat out the likes of The Forest and Subnautica. Again, two amazing survival games. You're looking this up, aren't you?
Trying to.
You want to see how pissed off you
Yeah, because IGN's just they're that's all they do.
Joke's on you. This is not a gaming podcast. This is a bash IGN episode.
Fuck IGN.
If you're listening to
Top
this
10
and you want to
survival.
sponsor us, yeah, survivalist games. If you want to sponsor us, we'll stop. But we need money.
No, we won't.
On the podcast, I will. Not my personal tweets or stream. No. Those are
Hey,
separate
Russ.
entities and different brands.
So it's
I meant to send you the link, but yeah.
okay. Minecraft number one. The Forest.
Fun game. funny game.
A long dark. Oh, Don't Starve Together. That's when you talked about with it looking irrelevant to
Yeah.
Cult of the Lamb.
Yes.
And
So,
yeah, okay.
and if you look at it, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yep, it looks yeah, the screenshot
Identical.
of it looks yeah, almost identical with that. A little bit more in depth as far as it looks like you build walls and stuff like that too.
You have
Um
so that one's I don't know how Cold as a Lamb is, but Don't Starve Together. I used to play that a lot with two other people, and it's such a fun and interesting take on the game because you have seasons, you have days, like night day type thing,
uh,
and at night the darkness comes out, the shadows come out and try to kill you. And the only way to fend them off is to build a fire. And the only way to build a fire is to collect enough wood. The only way to collect enough wood is to build an axe. But to get an axe, you have to find wood. And the way to find wood, it's like a whole fucking circle.
yeah, so I mean it's similar to that. There's not like nothing comes to attack you at night like that.
Missed
So
opportunity with the
there's not
cold.
that part. No, it's not really a survivalist type, but it does have some of those aspects to it.
But like,
So
I
yeah, I
think
can see where
yeah,
how it spun off that or it looks similar.
the nighttime is probably the funniest though, is because like you literally rush around and you're like, let's build a fire. You have small, medium, big fire. You build it and you're like, okay, oh shit, oh shit, I don't have enough wood. Oh no, the darkness. Just
Now one
fucking
that's
pisses
on
me.
here is grounded.
Yes.
I wanted to play. I haven't played it. It looked fun
Oh, it's so
and
much fun.
enjoyable.
The description accurately displays it, which is "Honey, I Shrunk the Kids." If you don't know
Yeah,
that, if you don't know that movie,
get off our podcast.
yeah, we're too old for you. But like, it's such a great game. The fact that Obsidian also built it is amazing. But it's such a
Yeah,
great game. The fact that you are shrunken down in your own backyard and you're trying to find all sorts of just crazy shit, build crazy shit. You have to fight off ants and ladybugs and wasps and bees. But then like, the underwater aspect cracked me up because you have to hold your breath. And then you can build scuba gear slowly. Like you get a snorkel. You can build scuba tank, just all this stuff. But you have to dive underwater, which is just a tiny little puddle in
yeah.
your backyard. Or like the big one is your pond your mom built. So now you have to go out and
Yeah,
make these lily pads. And it's so much fun. It's hilarious with friends. If you honestly ever want to play it, I'm all for it. I think it's hilarious. I love the damn game.
I need
Um,
to get it.
it's more fun with people. I've tried it by myself, and it's just to a point where like you still have to complete the story, complete the quest, and to do so, it's easiest with more people where somebody can guard your base against these
Yeah,
insects, rather than you go venture off, come back, and you're like, fuck, I just lost my whole base.
yeah.
Stupid ladybug, stupid bird. But great game. I think it deserves to be a lot higher than a lot of these games. Same with like Subnautica. That's an amazing game. The Long Dark is an amazing game.
Now
Forest is fun, but creepy as shit at night.
would Last of Us be considered a survival game, or is that more of an RPG?
It's an RPG.
Okay.
While yes, you are surviving in it, you're
Oh, you
not.
have an actual
It's not a
campaign
yeah.
style.
And a lot of these have campaign stories in them, but they're not single player campaigns. Survivalists
Oh,
tend
that
to
I thought that's how Grounded was more of a campaign style, and you just had the four characters to choose from. I didn't know it was a multiplayer
yeah,
either.
multiplayer. Yeah, you can play with like four people, 4 or 5 people.
Oh, okay.
So that's
Yeah,
what makes
okay.
it more fun. But again,
Okay.
you can play that by yourself and attempt to win. But there's so much you can do with it. Whereas Last of Us, like there's a trajectory you have to go down. You have to go A to B to C to D to E to F.
Yep.
Whereas all of these games, it's like you're dropped in here, figure your shit out,
Mm.
survive, and you have day and night.
Open world aspect to it and
Yeah,
everything. It's not okay.
to a degree.
Which
It's a
yeah.
sandbox, so it's not
Okay.
difference in terminology, but yes. Um, I mean, it's a fun. I love all these games. I don't think Minecraft deserves to be number one, but I'm a prude, I guess. But like, if you ever get the Forest, that's an amazing game. Fucking terrifying at night though to play that game. Not like terrifying nighttime for uh, nighttime in the game because it's a plane crash on this remote island that's uncharted,
Uh-huh.
and there's these biohumans, biomutant humans that have clearly just lived there forever, and they hate lights, they hate fire, and they fucking just want to kill you. And if I remember correctly, uh, there's a lot of wangs just flipping around,
Wanks.
like, uh,
Oh, so it's like you're naked and afraid.
but people trying to kill you. This is
Same thing.
not. This is not. Oh, this is not a show I'd fall asleep to.
I mean, maybe not.
Naked and afraid doesn't try to kill me. Yeah, like I'm one of those who like I said this millions of times on my streams anyways that like I'm a variety gamer. There's
Yeah.
not one game I play specific, even though Destiny 2 is technically the one game I will play every fucking week no matter what. Um, but there's like survival games are an interesting perspective of games, and when they're cartoony like Don't Starve Together, which is now why I'm gonna get Cult of Lambs. They introduce such a different and unique play style, I guess would be the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Uh, and it's very tactical, it's very strategic, but at the same time, if you want to have fun, you can have fun. And then you have strategy games or survival games like uh, Eden, which is a PC game. The best part of this one is the pure fact of if you go onto TikTok and go to Eden Retreat, you can see him from 2 years ago creating this game on TikTok. And I've literally been following this guy since day one. The guy play all his betas and amazing gameplay, survival, but it also has a Zen mode where it's just nothing tries to kill you. The weather's not trying to kill you. You're just trying to build a cabin, chill out, and have fun. There's no enemies, but then if you want to play normal mode, it's just the weather's trying to kill you. You gotta get prepared for winter, for summer, for spring, for fall. You gotta go hunt and gather. But there's no like fucking mutants trying to kill you. It's just the weather. Yeah, real life stuff.
Yeah. Which
Mine's
I'm looking at like screenshots of it, and yeah, it looks
you have to
it,
be into this type of game is the problem. Like I will recommend all these games for them. Like, wait, hold on. Are you into survival games? Do you like being pissed off because you suck ass at a game?
yeah,
No? Not your style then. Just leave it alone.
that's my. I mean, I could play this one and be okay. I think.
Eden's fun. It just released a couple weeks ago, a few weeks ago. But
Okay.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'll definitely look into it and see because I think the Force is probably more my style
That would be
of gameplay.
since you like horror movies, I think the Force
Yeah,
honestly would be your probably your go-to. But
yeah, because Eden looks more like a I don't know what to compare it to. I guess I don't know,
a
but it's
big
not like I
it's a
don't think it's
it's a very calm down like I would say it's an introductory game of hey this is how survival game should play. And then if you want to start learning how to do more meticulous stuff, you start upgrading like Subnautica to Rust to the Forest or Forest 2. That one's coming out
okay.
soon. So that at least that's how I see it because you learn the basics of the game style.
Yeah,
And then you're going, okay, now I have to fucking fend off this naked wang swinging mutant from killing me.
yep. Cutting that off first and going for the head.
You can't cut it off. It
Uh,
doesn't
we'll,
do
we'll,
it doesn't do critical damage if you shoot him there either.
we'll try.
I already tried several times. God, it's on stream. My Twitch stream got taken down because of that too. I didn't know there was naked wings. Nobody told me.
So you got dinged for that
Oh, I got suspended
in
for like 24 hours.
in-game content. You got really? That's so dumb.
Nudity. Nudity.
I don't know.
That's all that matters. It was
Dumb.
nudity. So I'm not gonna argue with you. I think it's fucking dumb too, but it's
Yeah.
in-game nudity is how they saw it.
If you would have just had a hot tub next to it, you'd have been fine.
Probably a bit in the hot tub. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have been fine.
But I don't know. I mean, there's definitely a lot of games. I'm gonna be frank with everyone. I gotta rework the website. I'll explain later. But yeah, gotta redo some shit. So that has to come back up. But yeah, stay tuned for the next episode. We're gonna kind of just wrap this up. It's yeah. I'm gonna keep mentioning Call of Duty. He's gonna get annoyed by Call of Duty. So
Fuck yeah, though.
don't say that to our viewers, God. You inconsistent bitch. What are they doing? Anyways, squirrel. Oh man, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. We have things set in motion, or we have things on a blackboard. To be frank about it, about doing certain episodes and try to get better about it. We gotta work with somebody's new schedule. That's not mine, by the way, if anybody's wondering. So, yeah, if a host is
kids, they're great.
amazing,
They'll mess up your schedule for everything.
Very enriching. Even though you have to change the poopy diapers, they don't tell you they pooped, and they poop underneath the table every day. And that's the only reason why you know they poop is they're hunched over in a table.
What are you doing? Nothing.
No, that's the best part. He doesn't even say are you pooping? No. Can you say anything more than no? No. Can we go sit on the toilet? No. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna be working with some things. So if it comes to be, just know we're gonna come back to do podcasts every other week, hopefully every week if it works with Rog's schedule. If it doesn't, we'll start having guest hosts with myself or with just Roggle, and we'll pump out new content, different content, have a variety of stuff. But other than that, let us know. Rate us, like us, subscribe to us, whatever. And let us know if you agree with anything I said, or if you agree complete with Roggle. Or if both of us are just fucking stupid and should shut our mouth and know our roles. We're okay with it. I'm not, but I'll let you know I'm okay with it.
Please tell Sig he's wrong. That's all you gotta do.
Now I can't believe them if they say it because you said it.
Nope.
So.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
On the internet, it's true.
Everything on Facebook is true.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. I do greatly appreciate it. So does Roggle, whether or not he wants to admit it. It's been wonderful. We'll talk with y'all real soon.
Yeah.
Again, my name is Sig. You can find all my shit on Cybermerc Sig on YouTube. And I'll let this wannabe army brat say shit. So here's him. Come on, man.
Check me out on Twitch. We're doing big things over there. We're cutting out hosts and everything else, cutting finances in half. We do a lot of stuff over there. Stream. We don't have a schedule. We just do whatever the fuck we want to. New games coming. Cult of the Lamb. Fucking Cowabunga collection.
Not an actual cult, by the way. Video game.
No, I'm not starting a cult. Just to be clear, not starting a cult.
Not yet.
Cult of the Lamb, the game. And of course, Warzone, which Sig loves. But yeah, that's it. Have a good one.
I'm Roggle. I have a boner for Roggle.
Peace.
All right, everyone. Take care. We'll see you on the next episode. Until then, take it easy.